The game of snakes and ladders is perhaps one of the most popular children's games in the world. Almost every child has experienced the thrill of climbing up a ladder or the despair of landing on a snake and plunging down to the bottom of the board. But what many people don't know is that this seemingly simplistic children's game is in reality a complex one with its origins in India. The game, in its essence, deals with morality, spirituality, and the journey of the individual soul, which, with names such as Parama Padam, Sopanam, the steps to the highest place, Moksha Patam, the path to moksha, Jnana Path, the path to knowledge, and Vaikunta Pali, the road to Vaikuntham or heaven, the purpose of the game is crystal clear. Little is known as to who created this game. Some attribute it to the 13th century saint Jnanadev, who was part of the Bhakti movement. Some attribute the origin of the game to the Jains, a pictorial and simple way of teaching Jain philosophy and the theory of karma. In fact, many of the Jain boards take the form of the Lokapurusha or the cosmic man, an important representation in Jain philosophy. The Hindu boards are more diverse, with differing numbers of squares and placement of snakes and ladders. What they do have in common is the fact that every snake takes a name from mythology and represents a vice, and every ladder represents a virtue. Interestingly, there were numerous local versions which used local character names to represent the snakes. The boards themselves were peppered with images and illustrations that represent various elements of life. Unfortunately, as many of these were printed on paper, they have disappeared into oblivion. The boards available today are brightly colored and illustrated, but the essence has faded away. Primarily a Vaishnava game, it was usually played on the night of Vaikunta Yegadasi, the 11th day after the new moon in the month of Margari, the 9th month of the lunar calendar. The significance of the day is that a special door is open in temples representing a symbolic route to heaven. On this day, people would stay up all night fasting and visit the temple in the morning. The game would help pass the long night. The traditional rules were designed to lengthen the game so that it would take all night to play. Today's world, where time is of the essence, rules must be adapted to enable the game to complete quickly. The morality of the game appealed to the British, who substituted the virtues and vices with their own ideals. The game lost its moral overtones over a period of time, and today, world over, people play the game of snakes and ladders with little understanding of its history or significance. This is a rich part of our cultural heritage and a very important game from India. Versions abound, but at the end of the day, the essence stays the same. The game represents the movement of a person through life, overcoming vices and acquiring virtues in his struggle to become a better human being, an evolved soul, and reach Parama Padam.